Welcome to Report, which made headlines last week. President Muhammadu Buhari on Monday met behind closed doors with former Chief of Army Staff Theophilus Danjuma. The president's personal assistant on new media, Bashir Ahmed, stated this on his Twitter handle. Although details of the meeting were not available, reports say the meeting was not unconnected with the current spate of insecurity ravaging parts of the country, especially the Tiv and Jokun endless war. The president had recently ordered major military crackdown on militants. He had earlier called on community leaders of both the Tivs and Jokuns to work out modalities for ending the intractable conflict that have ravaged both communities. Danjuma, however, declined comment on the purpose of the meeting. Meanwhile, the federal government of Nigeria on Monday extended the gradual easing of the COVID-19 lockdown across the country by additional 2 weeks. This was disclosed by the chairman of the Presidential Task Force on COVID-19, Bas Mustafa, who also doubles as the Secretary of the Government of the Federation. He made a disclosure during the daily media briefing of the task force in Abuja. The SGF pointed out that in spite of the modest progress made, the country is still not yet ready for full reopening of the economy and said that tough decisions have to be taken for the good of the greater majority. This came as the president had announced a phased and gradual easing of the lockdown in Lagos, Ogun and the Federal Capital Territory in his nationwide broadcast on updates and measures for the containment of the coronavirus pandemic on the 27th of April. On Tuesday, President Muhammadu Buhari asked the Senate to confirm Lamido Yuguda as the new Director General of the Securities and Exchange Commission (SEC). The president's request was contained in a letter read by the Senate President Ahmed Lawan during plenary on Tuesday in the upper chamber of the National Assembly in Abuja. The president also urged the lawmakers to screen and confirm 3 nominees as full-time commissioners of the commission. They are Reginald Karusa, Ibrahim Boyi, and Obi Joseph. The letter read, quote, "Pursuant to Section 3 and 5 subsection 1 of the Investment and Securities Act 2007, I write to request for confirmation by the Senate the appointment of the following 4 nominees as Director General and Commissioners of the Securities and Exchange Commission (SEC). Their CVs are attached herewith." End quote. On Wednesday, parts of the headquarters building of the Nigerian Postal Service (NIPOS) in Abuja were engulfed in flames on Wednesday morning. The affected part is located on the 2nd floor of the building situated in Garki area of the nation's capital. The fire, which broke out in the morning, was reported to have sent workers who were already in their offices by surprise as they scampered for safety. NIPOS General Manager Corporate Communications Franklin Alao confirmed that the Posting and Industrial Relations Unit of the Human Resource Division of NIPOS Corporate Headquarters was indeed gutted by fire at 8:35 a.m. According to him, the smoke that snowballed into the fire was first noticed coming from the window of the office at the 2nd floor of the building. He said the Nigerian Fire Service was contacted and the officials responded immediately, arriving after the fire started. The fire was contained just in the only office where it started without spreading to other parts of the adjoining offices. On Thursday, aggrieved youth staged a protest at Abigi in Ogun Waterside local government area of Ogun State following the death of a pregnant woman. The protesters stormed the Abigi Divisional Police Headquarters, blamed policemen manning the checkpoint for the death of the pregnant woman identified as Okweoluwa Waidat Adedeji. Galaxy News gathered that the late Adedeji, a mother of 6, lost her life while on the way to hospital for delivery. The disease, it was gathered, was being taken on a motorcycle by 2 men when they were accosted by the policemen at the checkpoint. Witnesses said the rider of the motorcycle conveying the woman from Zion Ibiade was stopped by policemen at the Showore River checkpoint for questioning. The policemen allegedly delayed the trio on the motorcycle, citing the ongoing restriction of movement over COVID-19, but later allowed them to go upon realizing the woman was bleeding profusely. Galaxy News correspondent, however, learned that Adedeji gave up the ghost before getting to the hospital. Miffed by the woman's death, angry youths in the community stormed the police headquarters with her remains. They insisted that policemen were responsible for her death. It took the intervention of the chairman transition committee of the local government, Comrade Oluwafemi Ononuga, and other community leaders to prevent the situation from further degenerating. But the state police public relations officer, Abimbola Oyeyemi, absolved policemen from the death of the pregnant woman. On Friday, the Kogi Governorship Election Petition Tribunal sitting in Abuja affirmed the election of incumbent Governor Yahaya Bello. The petition had been filed by Musa Wada, the candidate of the People's Democratic Party (PDP) in the 2019 election. In a judgment of 2-1 delivered by the chairman of the tribunal, Justice Kashim Kaigama, the tribunal held that the petitioner failed to prove the allegations of overvoting, massive thumb printing, voter intimidation and other electoral malpractices. The tribunal also awarded a cost of 1 million naira to be paid by the petitioners, the PDP and Musa Wada to INEC, Yahaya Bello and APC, who are the respondent. In a dissenting judgment, Justice Ohimai Obiagbele nullified the election of Yahaya Bello and ordered INEC to conduct fresh elections in 7 local government areas where the petitioners proved their allegations of overvoting, thuggery, voter intimidation, massive thumb printing and other electoral malpractices.